Hey, hi, hello! It's me, Liv, your cosmic counselor, and I'm checking in to see how we are feeling as the sun changes signs from Gemini into Cancer. What an exciting and emotional time to be alive. But don't worry, astrological anxiety doesn't have to be one of those emotions because I'm going to illuminate some opportunities to harness the energy radiating down and offer some advice and inspiration on how you can transmute it for your personal growth and transformation. Besides raising your cosmic IQ and improving your astrological awareness, I want to facilitate your path to being live-tastic, experiencing life as the best potential version of yourself, authentically as yourself. So, just as a reminder, this is a collective reading of the sun as it travels through Cancer during June 21st through July 23rd of this year. So, everyone, regardless if they have planets or points in Cancer, is going to experience the effects of the sun as it travels radiantly through the next 30 degrees. So, whether you're aware of it or not, Cancer is a part of everyone's charts. One or more of your houses is covered by Cancer. Personally, since I use the Porphyry house system, Cancer occurs in my 12th and first house. And that means that I am a late degree Cancer rising. But if we look at what houses belong to Cancer in your chart, that will give you a more detailed focus on what area of your life the sun is going to be illuminating during this transit. Now, using this practice is a great way to maximize the effects of the sun for a more potent, powerful growth and development for yourself. Now, if you would like a copy of your birth chart made for personal reference, email me at the address on the screen, livetastic44@gmail.com, and I would be happy to publish a chart for you for free. Yes, full free, just like these videos are, because my main objective is to inspire you to take informed action in your life towards being your best self. And yeah, there are already a lot of apps and information out there on the internet. But as my Virgo moon likes to say, you can't make good decisions on bad data. And part of the purpose of these videos is to help deliver quality information to you in an accessible and applicable way. So, as I've said before, the cosmic energy already is available and all around us. And I want to help improve your understanding of it and break through that accessibility barrier via awareness, and so you can take full advantage of it for yourself and in your life. With that, let's get into explaining and exploring what Cancer season this year holds in store for us. So, Cancer is the fourth chronological zodiac sign on the wheel, following Gemini and preceding Leo. It is a feminine water sign with cardinal modality and the last of the personal signs. So, feminine energy is also referred to as nocturnal, and comparatively, it is more passive and reflective, much like the light of the moon. Now, this type of energy easily flows and encourages us to inhale, receiving in order to find peace inwardly, and a great time for introspection. Now, as a water sign, Cancer deals in the emotional realm, and it's also intuitive. But out of the three water signs in the zodiac, it is the most sensitive and empathic. Now, cardinal energy is very bold and initiating. It is best used to start themes around its elemental nature. Cardinal signs, and there are four of them, one for each element, also signify the start of a physical season. The equinoxes and solstices of the year are all aligned with the sun at 0 degrees of the respective cardinal sign. That's why on June 21st, it was the summer solstice as well as the first day of summer and 0 degrees of Cancer. So, as the last of the personal signs, Cancer signifies how you emotionally express and feel in your immediate environment and with those in it. So, knowing that Cancer is the most sensitive and caring sign, we can expect this season to initiate emotional ties, personal bonds, and feelings with those around us. The big key word for Cancer season is nurture. And this is an excellent and supported time to also strengthen the bonds and relationships you already have through demonstrative, caring actions. Each zodiac sign is ruled by a planet. And while it's technically not a planet, but what we call a luminary in astrology, Cancer is ruled by the moon. And it is the mother aspect of the moon we most identify with Cancer. So, characteristics and feelings of loving, caring, attentive, and nurturing actions are all going to be highlighted. Cancer season is an excellent time to spend with your family and cherishing those you care about. However, this nurturing is not just all about others. This season is also a great opportunity to nurture and heal yourself. It's a great time to take emotional inventory of ourselves and use the feminine nature of this energy to release or integrate feelings that we might have. So, at the start of this Cancer season, I want to turn our attention to the chart because there are a couple of transits I want to point out that are really supporting us individually in our own development and calling for personal care. So, in astrology, energy builds and the transits almost create a story themselves. So, from the new moon video, we discussed the Sun and Juno, the Ceres Vesta Pluto trine, and Mars with Black Moon Lilith. So let's start with Mars and Black Moon being exactly conjunct together and now trining Chiron with the added support of Mercury and Gemini sextiling Chiron as well. So remember that Mars is the planet of outward action and Black Moon Lilith represents the shadow self that was shamed into being rejected and suppressed, both in the sign of Leo, describing creative self-expression. And allow me to introduce Chiron, the asteroid that is named after a centaur known as the Wounded Healer. So, Chiron in astrology indicates the source or cause of your deepest inner trauma, but at the same time tells of your greatest possible strength. And it is represented by the glyph resembling a key because it has the power to unlock your greatest potential in healing by transforming that trauma. It's also one of my absolute favorite asteroids and planet aspect anything in astrology for this exact reason. Now, the trine aspect is a positive indicator of ease and flow of energy between the 2 points. And here it is supporting us to take action in releasing that shame and the trauma we have experienced in exposing and being our true full selves. So if Mercury in Gemini is simultaneously sextiling Chiron, and he is the planet of communication and ruler of Gemini, so he's doubled down in that energy right now. Sextiles are also considered positive aspects and indicate opportunities with good or desired outcomes. I like to think of them as the take a chance aspects. And so here, Mercury is further supporting the opportunity we have to heal our Chiron and transmute our trauma by taking action to release ourselves from shame and to have courage in outwardly living and expressing our whole, true, integrated selves. Now, throughout Cancer season, I want you to focus and work through what does it feel like to be myself? Emotionally release the shadow associated. Nurture confidence in yourself to help heal that wound. This Cancer season, don't forget to care and love and cherish yourself without skipping any bits or shadow pieces, okay? And the Ceres Vesta Pluto trine is also still present from the new moon in Gemini, but it has shifted and evolved the story a little bit. Now, remember that planets can still aspect and influence each other while in orb, and even though Ceres has progressed into the sign of Libra, she is still very much a part of this trine. Now, as the mother asteroid shifts into Libra, she is calling for balance and harmony in the dynamic of nurturing between we and me. This is extremely powerful to put into practice during Cancer season, and I strongly encourage you to dig deeper into finding just that, the balance. And as RuPaul says, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anyone else? Now, With Pluto included into this trine and the sign of Capricorn, you can expect a balance to be found in redefining your boundaries with others. Maybe the scales have been tipped too far towards service to others, and you need some more of your own energy and attentive care in order to achieve your transformation. Even with all my advice and support from the cosmic energy, none of this is going to be without challenge or effort on your part. And the biggest challenge that I see at the start of Cancer season is between the Sun and Juno with aspect to Ceres. So even though the Sun has moved into 0 degrees of Cancer, it is still an orb with Juno, the goddess asteroid of intimate and committed relationships. These are two now in a sequence. So even though the Sun has moved into 0 degrees of Cancer, it is still an orb with Juno, the goddess asteroid of intimate and committed relationships. These two are now in a square with Ceres, and square aspects represent difficulty or friction or confrontation. Squares occur when 2 points are 90 degrees apart, perpendicular to each other. Cancer and Libra are both cardinal signs, 4 signs apart on the wheel. Now, imagine the energy flowing from one and hitting a hard 90-degree corner before being able to pivot and continuing to move. This Sun Juno square with Ceres can indicate an initial challenge in your attempts to change how you are now choosing to redirect your energy in a better way for yourself. As hard as it is to recognize, but sometimes what is best for us isn't always best for others. For example, if you have a partner or a friend that is used to and now expects you to always be there for them and do for them, of them being the priority cup you pour everything into, they might be a little surprised when you turn your attention and start investing your energy into nurturing yourself. Remember, though, that transformational planet of Pluto in boundary setting and tough love sign of Capricorn is supporting you heavily in a trine. In astrology, each modality has specific critical degrees. Cardinal signs are 0, 13, and 26 degrees. So the effects of the Sun in Cancer and Ceres in Libra are going to be most potent at this critical degree of 0. The Sun will be in the next critical degrees of 13 and 26 on Thursday, July 6th, and Wednesday, July 19th, respectively. I will be posting updated Cancer transit videos to help you navigate as we move through Cancer season. But before I end our Cancer season kickoff video, I want to talk a little more about the general energy and themes for thought. The mascot, if you will, of Cancer is the crab, and I think a hermit crab is more accurate. They carry their homes with them, and Cancer season is an excellent opportunity to explore and identify the emotional triggers and comforts in our own homes. Our homes should be a safe haven for ourselves to comfortably experience the full extent of our emotions in order to appropriately process through them in a healthy way. Now, if our environment does not foster the safety needed for this kind of vulnerability, we can suffer from bottling it up and ignoring them. An exercise I want to encourage everyone to practice throughout this season is creating a safe haven for yourself in your environment where you can begin to start working on emotional recognition within yourself and training your nervous system. The crab has a tough shell exterior to protect its soft insides, and this is less about integrating yourself, but more about establishing healthy boundaries around your compassionate, sensitive, giving, and nurturing side. Crabs also sidestep, similar to avoiding confrontation, but that's why you need to establish boundaries in the first place to protect yourself and inner peace from conflict. Equipped with little pinchers, Cancer season may find yourself feeling defensive about or regarding your emotions and those you love. But this goes back to the new moon intentions of effective communication and relates to our horoscope homework on recognizing what we feel, when it comes up and determining why. Now, as always, I'm going to end with some personal examples of applying this astrological energy in my life. Now, the first few days of Cancer season, I spent time at home connecting with my husband and cuddling on my dogs, just really allowing myself to feel and receive love and reciprocate it back. Now, my husband's work had a community fundraising bake sale, and I spent a lot of time baking cookies, brownies, and cupcakes. I'm Polish. I share and care through food, okay? And while I was packing up the goods, I saw my pregnant neighbor and her toddler outside, so I decided to share with them some of the extra Oreo cream cupcakes I made. I also chaotically indulged in some nurturing of my self expression by coloring my hair and FaceTiming with two of my long distance ride or die besties. I also initiated communication with two of my family members that I haven't connected with in a while, my dad and one of my sisters, who are both cancers. Now, moving forward, I have a trip planned to go home and spend some time with my absolutely adorable and very sassy grandma. And traveling back to Vermont is like going home and revisiting the place where the best parts of my childhood and family memories are from. And I'm also excited to visit with my own astrology mentor and mother figure. Now, for the rest of this season, I'm going to focus on nurturing myself and meditating, as well as fully feeling all my feels instead of jumping straight to the analysis part of them. I'm going to fully feel the feels. And I'm also going to set a boundary for myself to create time and space for this in my life by initiating a routine where I can rest, recognize, reflect, and release. And of course, I'm going to work on nurturing my new moon goals. Now, speaking of new moon intentions, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can receive the first quarter moon video coming up this Monday, June 26th. We are going to check in on your progress towards your own goals and analyze the transit for some guidance moving forward. We're also going to see how the sun progressing through Cancer is helping you to progress into your best self in a live-tastic way. I'm so excited for you guys to experience the emotional wonders of Cancer season, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye!